Well, hello, my many friends, and welcome to tonight's live sale. We're gonna sell some $5 and $10 items tonight. It's just gonna be a really fun night. Got a whole huge variety of things, quite a few things on the table back there, and excited to start selling them. Give everybody just a couple minutes to start jumping into the sale. I can never quite figure out how to see who is on. We use StreamYard, and I haven't totally got it figured out. But anyway, if you jump into the comments and say hello. Chad is here, and Claudia is here. Hello. Hello, Chad, and hello, Claudia. Welcome. Glad that you're here tonight. It's excellent. Hope that where you are, it is a beautiful day. It's a great day here in Western Washington. That's where we are, just south of Seattle, and little town of Auburn. And yeah, it's a beautiful, sunny, nice day. Been good weather. Had good weather this weekend. Carol and I went down to our little cabin. We have a little cabin on a lake, and just spent a really, really quiet Friday night, Saturday there together. Got covered with mosquito bites. So if you see me itching and scratching, it's not that I have some sort of a horrendous disease or anything that you need to be worried about. It's just mosquito bites. So anyway, beautiful, beautiful weekend, nice and quiet, and hope that you're having a summer that allows you some quiet time and some fun opportunity to get away and relax and just have a good time. That's what summer's all about. I love the long days, you guys. That's what I dread the most, is when summer starts to come to an end and the days start getting shorter again. We've already had our longest day, so they're already starting to get shorter. It's not really noticeable yet, but we know it's happening. Mary, hello. Welcome. Glad that you're here. So my name's Sean. Carol, my wife Carol, is here in the office with me. We built this little, cabin office. I call it the cabin, but it's really just this tiny little 10 by 12 shed, really. It's a really shed, but anyway, it's where I do all my work during the day. This here is my office space, and then what you can see behind us is obviously my eBay and YouTube live sale storage of all of our stuff that we pick up. You can see, whoops, I'm putting it the wrong way. Back there, way back there, right there. It's a whole collection of thermoses. Chad's been kind of picking those off one at a time. So that's exciting, but we've got quite a few more. So Chad, if you want thermoses, just let me know and we can just hook you up. And then my gallery wall back there. Got a couple weekends ago, I got that cuckoo clock at an auction. No, excuse me, I got that at an estate sale. And I'm working towards trying to figure out how to get it fixed so that it'll cuckoo for us. Help me keep on track. Oh, what happened? Oh, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Berkeley Girl, aka the other Katie. Hi, Katie. Welcome. Glad that you're here. If you guys want to take a moment, those of you who have not registered, scrolling down along the bottom of the screen is my email address. If you just want to send us the normal email, so include your real name, your YouTube name, so that I can connect you with who you are, because all I see here is your YouTube name. So give me your YouTube name and then your real name. Then give me your PayPal email address so that I can make sure that I'm able to invoice you. Then I'll need your mailing address so that I can get stuff to you. And if you've already registered before, there's no reason to do that again. I keep track and keep an inventory. So if you're already registered, you're good. So it looks like there's a few people in. Yay for thermoses. Yeah, I love thermoses. Hi, Grace. So Grace is actually Dana, and I have the worst time with that. I'm so sorry, Dana. I always call you Grace.
Oh, Claudia's so sweet.
Thank you, Claudia. I appreciate that. I try really hard to ship fast, and Chad would have the exact opposite thing to say about me, because he buys the thermoses and they are too big to fit any of my boxes. So I need to remember to get a box before I sell a thermos. But anyway, so poor Chad, he's got a box sitting here waiting from last week. We decided, he and I together decided just to wait until after today's sale, and then we'll see if he wants to add anything to the box, save on shipping. Yeah. Let's see. I promised you guys I was going to bring a picture of the thermoses down at the camp, how I've got them kind of displayed on top of the refrigerator down there. It's kind of pretty. I just like it. I really, really like thermoses, Chad. I'm with you. And I kind of display them all year round. But somehow I appear to have lost that picture. I thought I had it. Anyway. Oh, well. Next time. I know I have one. I thought I took another one this weekend when we were there, but apparently I didn't. Anyway, whatever. I display the silver, kind of the ones that look like galvanized metal. And then I have water jugs and other stuff up there that kind of go along with it. It's all good. I've been called worse, Grace. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being called Grace, right? Well, we're going to just jump in, you guys. Hopefully some people will join us and just keep the party going. But please do, you guys, use the chat amongst yourselves, jump in, keep the conversation going. It makes it just more fun if there's some interaction. So keep that going. Tonight, again, we're doing a 5 and 10 sale. So everything's going to be $5 or $10. Oh, you got the bag. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you like it, Dana. That's awesome. I love that thing. It's kind of sad to see it go. We're going to start with this is a German hand-painted little frame. It's handmade, hand-painted. It's got a little vintage picture from the 70s of some palm trees. Looks like Hawaii to me. That can come right out. See, on the back, you can see that it's just held in with tape. That's how it's all held. The board in the center is held in there. So this is just a handmade little piece. It's $5. And so you're welcome to pop that little picture out and put any picture in there that you want. The flowers are just kind of an orangey red. It's about the color that you see on the screen. Might look a little bit orangier on the screen, a little bit reddier in person. But there's some red and some yellow sort of together there. And it makes it look sort of orange. It's pretty. It's cute. It's sweet. It's W. So if you want this little guy, just throw the letter W into the chat. We will hook you up with it, and it'll be yours for $5. So that's the first item of the night. This is German. It came from an estate sale of a little lady that originated in Germany. We're going to go to these guys next. Now,
Attic Daphne's here.
Hi, Attic Daphne. Oh, sorry. Attic Avenue. Sorry, I totally misunderstood what Carol said in the background. Hi, Attic Avenue. That's a great name. I love it. Welcome. Glad you're here. These might be my big mistake of the night. I really have no idea. I'm going to give these to you for $10. They might be worth $10,000. I have no idea. I could not find them anywhere. One of you probably is so smart that you could just immediately tell me exactly what it is. But there's a set of 2. They're lovely. They are taper candle holders. So you just shove your tapers down in there and they'll be. The bottoms, the base, there's no chips or cracks or repairs or anything like that. These are in perfect shape. It's clear glass. I'm going to try and hold it up so you can see the design on the bottom. Can you see that? It's like circles, which are dents. So you can put your finger in them. And then there's little swirly kind of leaves between each of the dents. There you can see the dents. And there you can kind of see the leaves. Anyway, the part coming up here is ribbed. You can see it goes boom, 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 all the way up. And there's 2 of these. They are about, I don't know, like 3 inches tall or so. So there's 2 of them. There they are. You stick your tapers in them. They're clear glass. I'm not sure how that appears on the screen, but they are clear glass. They're quite clear and nice. I actually would say that this one seems to have, I don't know, I don't know that it's a scratch, but it's sort of a line. Maybe it is a scratch from sitting on a rough surface, maybe kind of all the way around the edge. See that? Maybe you can't see it. It's just a little ways in from the edge. So maybe that is a little bit of a scratch there. Anyway, they're quite lovely. And when they're sitting down on the counter, you certainly don't see that. But anyway, there they are. So these are $10. They are letter F for funky, fun tapers. And again, I could not find these. I don't know who the maker is. I don't know what the design is, but they are lovely and they make really cool horns if that's what you want to do with them.
Christina.
Hi, Christina. Welcome. Okay. Just afraid they'll be my... Okay. Let's see. Let's go with the Royal Copley. So,
Chad got that.
oh, the F was the candles. Thanks, Chad, for taking those home. I believe this is a Royal Copley. Everything about it screams Royal Copley to me. It's a little Cocker Spaniel. They always make the little Cocker Spaniels. They have the little Cocker Spaniel with the little mailbox, which we have inside. We keep our mail in it each day, set the mail down in there. The only thing about this that says to me, question mark, not sure, is the bottom. See, it doesn't have the lines on it like a Royal Copley would usually have. So I wouldn't guarantee that this is Royal Copley. I would just guarantee that it looks like Royal Copley and that I think it's Royal Copley. How about that for a guarantee? That's a pretty good guarantee. It's a pretty good guarantee that I think that it's Royal Copley. Anyway, it's in perfect shape. It's got no chips and no cracks, no repairs. Nothing's happened to it. At some point around along the line, somebody had him in a room where they painted. And so, you know how you get those little splatters, the little tiny specks of paint, and they scrape right off. But anyway, there's some of those on him, and they just need to be scraped off. Other than that, he's in perfect shape. This is a kind of a little guy for a Royal Copley. It's the littler one, and he is about 6.5 inches tall, I would say. His name is Frank, and he wants to come home with you. His letter is M. He is $10, which is a Royal Copley price. There you go. He's $10, and he's letter M, and he is in perfect shape. He's really, really cute. So Royal Copley, you know, is a little bit heavier kind of pottery. The glaze is very smooth and nice. That's what this guy is like. He feels like, looks like, and appears to be Royal Copley. That's my belief. That's what we're going with. When I bought him, he was said to be a Royal Copley. So there you go. We're going to go with this little guy. This is just a little guy. This one's a $5 item. So 5 and 10, this one's the 5. So this is just like a little tiny ice cream bowl. See, it's like a sherbet bowl or a little dessert bowl. And there's just one. But it's that really cool kind of 70s looking green and blue flowers. I love it. I used to keep it on my desk and put my paper clips in it when I was in the office. But now that I'm here in my office, I don't have room for stuff like that on my desk. So anyway, he's going to come home with you. I do not know the maker. It's unmarked. And I'm not sure that it matters. It's just a cute little guy. So that's all it is, $5. And it's letter Q. Q for cute. There he is. Take him home with you. Letter Q. $5 on that one. I'm going to adjust this light because it seems to be casting kind of a weird white glow. Maybe that's a little better. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Wooden base. I found this and I really liked it. And I hope you like it too. This one is, I can't quite see on here. There we go. Nope, not quite enough. I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, this is a $10 item. It's made of wood. It's hand turned. It's a turned piece. It is numbered on the bottom, but I really don't know what the numbers mean. It doesn't seem like it's numbered like an item would be numbered. And then there's sort of a name on it, but I don't know for sure if it's a signature. It definitely says Brazil, and it definitely says 1954. So I think this came, well, I know it came from Brazil because that's what the sticker says too. So it came from Brazil. It was made in 1954. It was hand painted, so the little daisies on there are hand painted, and it's little vase.
Slow down, everything's blurry.
It's blurry.
Yeah.
Apparently,
You're moving around.
Apparently we are having not the best connection issues. Sorry. So this is a wooden vase. It is hand turned. Anyway, it's wood. It's hollow. You can use it as a vase. I am not sure that I would put water in it because it's wood, but you could put fake flowers or some dried flowers or whatever like that inside of there. It's marked Brazil. Hand painted flowers. This guy's $10. He's letter C. C as in crazy prices. It is the tallness of
Brazil, where the nuts come from.
Yes, Brazil, where the nuts come from. It's 6 inches tall. So the nuts come from Brazil and from Auburn.
Yeah, whole thing's still.
We're the nuts of the world. Okay, the next item, that was letter C on that one. The Handy Andy Toolbox. I got this at an estate sale, and I think it's so cool. What?
Mr. I.E. Page.
Oh, hey, Mr. L. Page is here. Welcome. Hi. So this is just a little metal box. It used to contain a Handy Andy tool set. Now it contains air. So it's just a box. It's a really cool box. And it's metal. Its little latch works. Its little handle is intact. And inside it has this design and logo. It says on it, Handy Andy Blue Diamond Tool Set. And the blue diamond looks just to me exactly like the blue diamond on Blue Diamond almonds. Isn't that Blue Diamond almonds? And they're inside of a blue diamond that looks exactly like that. So I don't know, same company that made almonds? I have no idea. But once again, it has a comparison to food.
How much extra is the air?
The air comes for free. So this, do note that on the back there's rust on this thing. It has rust writing through here. I didn't try to scrape and scrub that off. You're welcome to do that if that's what you wish. But I just wanted to leave it alone. As found. That's how you're getting it, as found. So it does have some rust, but it's not like rust that's making a hole. It's just surface rust. It is in good shape on the ends and the top. I mean, it's in good shape. It's a nice little box, but it is not perfect. It has definitely some scratches and, you know, some dirt and whatnot. I guess I'll give it a good scrub before I send it to you. But I want you to know that it is not in perfect shape. It's an old thing that's been around for a bazillion years. And there it is. It's Handy Andy.
Special air from Washington.
Yes, special air from Washington. You'll get that right along with the Handy Andy metal tool set. And that's $10. Well, we're out here in the shed, and so we're relying on Wi-Fi. And so it's not perfect. I apologize. It looks good to me, so that's good enough, right?
No.
All right. Handy Andy tool set, $10, letter V. V, very cool. Very much something that you want to take home with you for $10.
Obviously, your mom is doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, what's new? Okay, we're going to switch to a $5 item. On the 5 and dime, this is the 5. So Lassie, Forbidden Valley. And if you look this up on eBay really quick, feel free to do that. Maybe you should watch me on your laptop so that you can be checking things on eBay on your phone or vice versa. Anyway, you're going to find that this is about $12 on eBay, and I didn't find one in as good a shape as this. That you can see there, it is in almost impeccable, perfect shape. There are, I mean, just like the corners of the spine are, you know, dinged or whatever, but they're not ripped at all. It almost looks like nobody ever read this because it's, you know, it doesn't fall open. It only comes open kind of that far. So it's in really, really, really good shape. There's nothing loose in here, no dog-eared pages. Nobody even wrote their name inside of this one. I have a whole bunch of books that have the name Candy inside of them. They're in great shape. Candy took good care of her books, but she wrote her stinking name in every single one of them. But not this one. This one's in really great shape. It originally cost 59 cents. I apologize. I'm going to charge up. I'm going to charge you $5 for it today. But this is the Lassie Forbidden Valley. And this, I wrote it down, but now I've lost it. Somebody want to help me out?
It's 1954.
54? Thank you. This is the 1954 edition of this book, Lassie Forbidden Valley. It's $5. It's letter Z because it'll put you to sleep. No, Z as in zippity doo dah by this book. Okay. There's the letter. There's the book. $5 for Lassie. Timmy, Lassie is falling into the well. No, Lassie, Timmy's falling in the well. Somebody's falling in the well. In the Forbidden Valley. What's that?
Your mom says we really can't see. It is kind of blurry. Is there anything you can do with your camera? Can
you hear me?
You can hear you, but everything is blurry. Your face is blurry.
Well, I don't know what to do about that. I'll just hold this really still. How about that? We're going to move on to the toucans. So this is an ashtray, friends. I'll hold it very still. It is a Pincherette toucan ashtray. This is another one of the great deals of the night. I really love this. I've got one that's donkeys as well. The donkey ears hold the cigarettes, but the little toucans, you stick your cigarette into the little toucan's mouth. You can also stick your rings and that kind of thing and put all your little stuff down in the bottom there. It is about 6 inches across, just under 6 inches, maybe 5.5 is a better answer. 5.5 inches across, so it's a nice big tray. 2 little toucans with their little beaks. Can you see it? Am I doing it better now?
Well, we can see it. It's clear. I
don't know what's happening, people. I'm sorry. On the bottom, it has cork. Has a cork bottom so that it's not going to scratch your surfaces. The cork is not in perfect shape, but the chrome is in really pretty good shape on this thing. It does have just a little bit of spotting here and there. It's not like perfect shiny chrome, but it's pretty darn good. And this guy is $10. If you go onto eBay right now, please double check me. You'll find the same exact ashtray for between $15 and $50. You'll absolutely find it available for $50. And I'm just going to close some stuff on my computer. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Good gracious, people. Hopefully that's working. And I restarted myself. I was trying to close some things to make it better for you, and I closed myself.
Black and silent.
Yeah, I closed myself. But I'm back. But now there's going to be a giant delay. Okay. The toucans. Let's go back to the toucans, shall we?
Maybe it'll help.
Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. Is it back on there? Push play so we can see if I'm back. Is it back?
It's so blurry that I don't see it.
Oh my gracious. She says I'm still blurry.
For me now, I can still understand what's going on to see it.
Well, apparently they can see me again. You can't see me at all. Oh, there. Okay. I don't know, friends. Doing the best I can. Sorry. Yes, you're not back. Can you see me back? Am I back? I think I'm back. Oh my gracious, you guys, I'm so sorry. It's a good thing that my crowd is a patient crowd of wonderful people. We have this toucan. It's an ashtray. It's a pincherette. Toucan pincherette. See, I was giving you a little time to go to eBay and double check the price on this. Oh, good. I'm glad it's a little better. Okay. So I guess shutting everything down and starting over is the key to every solution. I'm an IT expert, right? That's what the IT guy always says. Shut it down and start it over. Anyway, so here it is. The toucan pincherette ashtray. It's $10. Yeah. No, that is a really great price. I just kind of wanted to sell this tonight, and I got it for a good price. So I'm passing it along for an even better price. So there you go. It's letter T. T, toucan, T, letter T, toucan. Toucan, play that game. And we're going to set it back there and move along. Oh, my gracious. Yeah, it definitely has been available other places and other times for a lot cheaper. This, you guys, this is a Homeco piece. So it's that plastic stuff. Looks like wood, but it's plastic. And it's got the two little chipmunks, and it hangs on your wall, and it looks really cool. I used to have this in my bedroom growing up. Not this exact one. It was a different version of it that I'm sure went to the Goodwill a long time ago. Somebody else sold it in a live sale back in the early 90s. Just saying. But this is exactly like the one I used to have in my bedroom. So if you want to be like me, it's kind of a 3D, two chipmunk in a little birdhouse. Super cute Homeco piece. This one's $10. It's worth way more than that too. But that's what it is today. Letter P. Letter P for the Homeco piece. It's in perfect shape. It has doesn't look like it has color loss. It's not chipped or cracked or anything like that. Around the edge, the paint doesn't always go all the way up to the edge. So like right here, there's just a little spot that, there was no paint, but it really is. It's in perfect shape. But you're not going to find one better than this. Letter P. You can take it home for $10. I love this. Love it. Love it. Love it. Here's another thing that I love. Tonight is sort of a things that I love sale. That's kind of what it is. We're going to go with a $5 item. This is a Batman Little Big Book. These sell for more than $5. But that's a very, very reasonable price. This one's in really good shape. This is the softback Whitman version.
Yeah, now you find it clear.
Good. I'm glad I'm clear. Yay for clarity. So this is Batman. It's the Batman the Cheetah Caper. That's the name of the book. It's one of those little big books, which I love. These are a thing that I have loved since back when I was in elementary school, and I used to buy these in the Scholastic book orders. And whenever there was a book sale at the school, I would always buy little big books. I still have some of the ones that I had. This one is a Batman one. If you're not familiar with these, each page has a picture on one side and words on the other. And that's what this one is. It is from the year MCM LXIX. And so there you have it. It's a $5 item. It can be yours for the letter K and $5. Give me a letter K and $5. It's got no folds or bends. It's not moldy or mildewy. It's in good shape. Not perfect, but good shape. You can see it there. It's in very good shape. Okay. No bends or folds. Letter K, $5. And that's the Batman book. Next up, I'm trying to stay in order so I don't get everything mixed up like I did the other day. This is another really cool one, you guys. I found this and I just love it. I'm going to have to try and read it backwards or read it over my shoulder. Time is but a mystic weaver on whose loom our life's portrayed, deftly intermingling patterns, alternating light and shade, shot throughout with golden gleamings of the friendships we have made. And then it has the really, really cool graphics. You see that? Oh, sorry, you're seeing my garden outside the window. There's a tree and then the little ladies underneath the tree. See that? And it's in this really cool old frame. It's all intact. It's in good shape. The glass is not broken until I put it in the mail. Then I'm sure it will be. And it says a Buzza motto from 1926. So the year is 1926 on this beautiful item. It is 13 inches long, 12 and a half inches long, wide. That's the wide way. And then it's about probably 6 inches tall. So that's how big it is. The back, it has that, kind of paper over the back. And it is coming loose at the top. But other than that, it's in really perfect shape. It's really, really pretty. It's got a little hanger hook thing there. And there it is. This is a $10 item. It's letter L. And it is just an old print that I really like. There it is. Trying to let you see the whole thing. So $10, letter L. L for time. L stands for time. Okay, what have we got? Wooden napkin holder. Here's a little $5 guy. I like this. I used this for the longest time here in the office, in the shed. And I put all of my receipts in there. And then when I got too many receipts to fit in there, I had to move on to something else. But anyway, there it is. It's just a little handmade wooden napkin holder. It'd be good for your cabin. It'd be good for your house. It'd be good for your picnics and your picnic table. Stick your napkins in there. Stick your envelopes in there. Stick your letters in there. Stick your papers in there. Whatever you want to stick in there, you can stick in there. It's just wood. And there it is. It's the size of a napkin holder. And if you want to, what you could use it for is a knot hole and look through it all day. That'd be neat. $5. Letter B. B. Letter B for napkins. Letter B, $5 for the napkin holder. Okay. Scrolling down. The chopper. Let's go with the chopper. This needs scrubbing again. It's been on the shelf for a little bit. I have this available actually right now on eBay. So if you buy it, I'm going to have to pull it off of eBay. It's on eBay for $12.
They're asking if the glass is
imperfect. Sorry. The what?
What the glass is like. Is it imperfect? Does it have bubbling stuff?
Oh, the glass just seems, it's not chipped or cracked or anything. It doesn't seem like old bubbly glass. It just looks like regular glass. It's a pane of glass. It doesn't necessarily look old, except that you can see like lines around it where it's been in this frame for a long time. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It doesn't have bubbles in it.
But the back looks like it's never been.
Yeah, it's the paper is all sealed up, ripped a little bit, but sealed up. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of cool. That's all I can say about it. I don't know everything about it. It says 1926 on it. I don't know for sure that's when it was made, but it is old for sure. It's old. This is a chopper. It's one of those choppers that has the glass measuring cup utensil thing. And it's scratched all up inside because the chopper goes up and down and scratches the side of it. So that's why this appears kind of cloudy. It's because the inside of it is all scratched. You can see lines up and down it from the thing. Down in the bottom, it does have the wood piece that goes in the bottom. And then you stick your stuff in there, your nuts or whatever, and you tighten it down and you chop, 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 chop. It's got the little red ball on top, which, has a fair amount of color loss, but it's pretty. It's red. Stick this in a little display, and it is pretty. It's a nice little piece. Just a regular old-fashioned chopper. There it is. You can see the top is a little wobbly. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but it is. But it for sure works. So it's just a chopperty chop, 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 chopper. It is $10, letter O. $10 for the beautiful chopper, and it's a letter O. A $10 chopper. And let's see, the Rhino Bank. I just got this. You guys, I love this so much. glad that Mom is on the sale again tonight, because she can once again deny that my dad used to have a kangaroo that was the same kind of stuff. It's kind of I don't know what it is. Some people say paper mache. It's much harder than paper mache, but it's some sort of a composite material that these were made out of. This one, I believe, is National Potteries Cleveland, and National Potteries of Cleveland is also another company, but I can't remember, so I don't want to say. Anyway, it's a bank. It's from the 70s. It's a rhinoceros. He's super happy and very cute. He does have a stopper down in there. Now, the stoppers from these 70s old pieces are oftentimes pretty brittle. This one does move. I mean, you can move it, but it is a little brittle. I'm not sure that I'm not going to take it out of there, and because I'm afraid it'll break. But anyway, there it is. And you can put your quarters in there. You can put your nickels and dimes and pennies and whatever you want in there. He does have little tiny chips on his ears. See that? Tops of his ears the paint is gone. He's not perfect, but he's from the 70s and he's only $10. So what can you say, right? Rhino, letter I. There he is. He's a bank. He wants to come home with you. I love this guy. Really, really, I do. If I had a ton of space, I would have a whole collection of these old banks because I really, really like them. I'm running out of spots to put stuff. Okay. Rhino Bank magnetic pot holder hooks. This is going to be a $5 item, you guys. This is pretty funky. So we used to have these in our camper, in our camper growing up. When I was very young, we had a camper like on the back of the truck, and it had the little, the little refrigerator in there, which is metal. And Mom had these magnetic pot holder hooks. And I think we tried to put pot holders on them, but I'm kind of guessing that they probably were too heavy for them. They slid right down. Anyway, that's what they are. They're still in the package. They are old enough that there's no UPC on it. So I'm thinking these are from the 70s. I couldn't find anything exactly like these online, but there they are. Just little magnetic pot holder hooks. They're plastic. They are 2 little daisies. And I'm assuming they're still magnetic. I mean, I didn't take them out of the package and hook them onto the fridge to make sure, but there they are. It says magnetic. I'm saying they're magnetic. And they have little hooks, so you can hang anything on there that you want. Put your necklaces on it. And then it'll be a great way for you to keep your necklaces on the fridge, which is something you've been trying to do for a while now. Okay, that's letter A. It's $5. And there it is, just a funky little item. Be easy and quick to ship. Letter A, daisies. Letter A, there you go. The next item is going to be the thermos. Wake up, Chad. It's time for the thermos. Today, I have a pink thermos. Oh, Claudia. Thank you, Claudia. We will put that in your box. This is a smaller thermos. This one is 9.5 inches tall from the top of the plastic lid to the bottom of the thermos. It is a really cool pink color, so that's kind of unique. I will say, not that I try to compare what I've got to what other people have, but I noticed that in a recent video, Misty picked one of these up that was rusted through on the bottom. Because she said that they are great for display, which we know to be true, don't we, Chad? So this one does have just a little bit of rust on it. Most of my thermoses don't. This one does. Just around the edge down here. It's surface rust. It's not through. There's no hole or anything like that. Certainly usable if you want to use it. It's intact. The glass inside is not broken. Does have a little bit of rust there. That's all I would say. It has scratches, little tiny bits here and there. You can see a little scratch there, but it's pretty. It's a pink one. And so if you have a pink kitchen, this would be a really, really great addition. It's kind of a rosy, maroony colored, I don't know what color that is, lid. And then inside the thermos has a, cream colored, tan colored stopper.
My mom said Grandma Baker had one of those.
Oh, Grandma Baker had one of these. Oh, the nut chopper. Yeah. I'm sure Grandma Baker did have a nut chopper. Anyway, this one is the Thermos brand. There's the word Thermos. It says Thermos on the top as well. This little pink guy is $10. It's letter R. If you'd like to take him home, this one will fit in a regular old box. So I'm not going to have to search around the whole world for a giant box for this one. This is the smaller Thermos. Letter R, $10. And if you want it, it's yours. Does have a little rust. I have said that several times. I want to make sure you hear it. Did Chad take that home?
Yes.
I love it. Chad, you are a man after my own heart. I should just put all those thermoses in a big giant box and just mail them to you all at once. Then we can stop having sales forever. No more sales. All right. This is going to be a cool one. Those of you who know me personally, I will just tell you this came from my friends Ray and Ruth. Ray being my wife's uncle. And they just moved to Idaho, and they got rid of a bunch of stuff, including this beautiful teapot. It's a really pretty kind of a sea green teal color. It's sort of a blue, but definitely in the green family. Does that make sense? It's a beautiful color. Inside, it has crazing. It is an older teapot. It doesn't look that old. It looks like something that maybe you could have got from Home Goods, but it is old. It's heavier, and it's very crazed inside. Not cracked or anything, just crazing in the glaze. It's got no chips or cracks. It has one chip and no cracks. I had forgotten about that. Just inside of the rim right there is one chip inside the rim. So you don't see it when the lid is on it, but when the lid comes off, you can see that little chip there.
Chad says he likes your cereal.
It's in great shape. Thank you, Chad. I like them too. On the outside, there's no chips or cracks, nothing on the bottom. There is a bit of color loss on the gold. So the handle had gold all along the top. Whoops, I'm not on the screen. And that gold is mostly worn off because somebody used this and put their thumb there. And they just wore off all the gold there. There's gold throughout. And the gold, in most cases, is in really good shape. So just where your thumb was, that kind of rubbed it off. There's a little bit of gold loss right here. And then around the bottom, it's a little bit of loss. Anyway, this guy's going to be $10. It's going to be letter D. Letter D, D as in dog. And then I'll read just a little more. On the bottom, it says Gibson's, England. In case you're interested in seeing how that looks, it's embossed in the bottom, Gibson's, England. When we looked online, we never found this exact teapot from Gibson's, but there's quite a few of other ones. And some of the Gibson's teapots are worth a fair amount of money.
Claudia says someone loved it.
Yeah, someone did love it, Claudia. And I love it. And I'm happy if you would like to take it home and love it again. Just keep loving it. The roses on here are like a transfer. They're not painted. They're not hand painted. They are a transfer. They are in perfect shape. I don't see any problems with the transfer. It's just really, to me, it's a really, really pretty teapot. I love, love, love the color. I wish I had a couple of teacups that went with it, but I don't. But anyway, it's very useful. It's, it's like a full-size teapot, the bigger kind that you can have a whole afternoon tea party with. And as long as there's cookies, I'll be there. It says letter D. It's $10. Beautiful teapot. All right. We've got, this is kind of a cool one, you guys.
It's not her style.
Not your style. It's kind of is my style, but it doesn't actually fit the style of my house. So I get it. Like, I like the style, but it isn't my style. Totally get it. There's lots of stuff like that, right? Like that's why we have different things in our sales, because something's going to appeal to some people and some things will appeal to someone else. This, I'll hold it back just a little bit. It's green and blue.
Mary Jo.
Can you see the colors on that? And it's kind of like I don't know, sort of looks like a snowflake or something. It's just a design. I'll use old teapots to water your plants. Nice, Mary. I love that. This one would be certainly usable as, to have tea with, but you can water your plants with it. Anyway, this is all hand stitched. The green is all hand stitched, like it's a Hawaiian quilt square. Thank you. It's a Hawaiian quilt square. Anyway, that's what this is. But it has been sewn into a pillow cover. So you can put your pillow insert in there. I thought about putting one, but then it's just that much harder to ship, so I didn't. But you can get a pillow insert at Joann's or wherever, Amazon, shove it in there, and then you'll have to stitch it closed because it's unfinished where the opening is for the pillow to go in. Does that make sense? Do you see that? So it's unfinished, but it's green, blue. It's a very vivid, beautiful blue. It's not really showing up great on the screen. It's a true green, like a 70s green, and a true blue. Maybe if I hold it back. No?
You can see it really well.
Can you see the color and tell what it is? Anyway, I really, really love these colors together. And just I'll give you a little secret hint. Look at this. They hand quilted the green, which the green is just a thin cotton like a sheet, but they quilted it onto this thicker piece. And look at that piece itself is really cool. Some kind of piece of fabric from the 70s. See that? Anyway, that's inside. So you will need to put your little pillow insert in here and then stitch this thing closed. You could just fold it under and run your sewing machine along it, or you can hand stitch it so that you hide the seam. And either way, it would look beautiful. This guy is $5. Letter J. J as in just fabulous. So if you want to take that home, you can have it. Cute square, yeah. Hey, everybody, that's my daughter, Marina G, right there. She's the pilot in Alaska. She's my favorite daughter.
Anna.
The Blanco Bowl. I should have accentuated in my pre-sale this piece because it's a cool one. People love purple glass, and it's in high demand. And I have a piece of it. Blanco. It's a Blanco Bowl. It has the original sticker. Is it gonna? Yep. Blanco, handcraft, blancoglass.com. So I guess it must not be that old because it has a .com. But anyway, it's also signed on the bottom by Richard Blanco in the year 2000. I'm sure you're not going to be able to see that. Oh, maybe you kind of can. Anyway, it's signed. It's a signed Blanco piece. It's beautiful, beautiful grape-colored glass. I really, really love this piece. It's going to be $10. It's going to be letter N. That is an amazing price for this piece. If you want it, it's yours. But it's letter N. It's going to cost you a letter N and $10. It is just under 6 inches across. Like 5 3/4 inches from like point to point here. 5 3/4, just under 6 inches across. So it's a nice medium-sized little bowl. You can use it for anything you want to use it for. But I would suggest using this one somewhere where you can display it and put something cute in it, like little candies or something, because it is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece of Blanco purple glass. I don't know if you call it amethyst when it's Blanco. Anyway, it's purple. Occupied Japan figures. These guys are going to be $10 for the pair. So $5 a piece, but I'm going to sell them as a pair. And that's an amazing price for 2 pieces of Occupied Japan. And it says that right there, made in Occupied Japan. Is it going to focus for me? Is it not? It's not. You'll have to take my word for it. It says made in Occupied Japan. You can see better on that one. There. For 2 seconds it was in focus, so I hope you're a fast reader. Anyway, it's a little boy and girl. I believe they match. Their colors complement each other. Their hair complements each other. I think they go together, and I'm putting them together for this sale. She has a little basket on her arm. She's holding a little orangish red flower. She has a funny little pointy hat on, which seems pretty common in the Occupied Japan pieces. He has just funny upturned hair. He's holding a little toy, which I want to say is probably a little hobby horse, maybe. Maybe it's a little stuffed dog. Anyway. Then his other hand is in his pocket. Very cute. There is a tiny, tiny bit of color loss here and there on these guys, which is to be expected from Occupied Japan, older pieces like this. But considering that, they are in amazingly good shape. So color loss, you can see there's a tiny bit of loss of red on the back of his collar. He has the little bow thing on his handkerchief around his neck.
It's Hummelish.
Yeah, they're Hummelish, but they're Occupied Japan. They're not Hummels, but they are in that vein. But I just love Occupied Japan pieces. I pick them up whenever I can. These guys have no chips and no cracks. Tiny bit of paint loss, like I said, but really it's minimal. Look at her little face, like her eyes and her lips are perfectly intact. The kind of teal color on his coat is really, really cool. I don't know what else to say about these guys. I can tell you that I like them. How's that? They're going to be letter E. It's $10 for the pair for both of them. You'll get them together, and you can keep them together forever with the letter E and $10. $10 in the letter E. Let's see. My next piece is going to be this. This is a $5 item. And this is a pie crust chopper thingy. That's the technical term for it. It's metal. It's all metal. The top is black, and then the chopper part is not black. But it's one of those things that you use to kind of chop up your pie crust and work the butter into it. And it says on it, PATD May 2, number 40. That means nothing to me. It's made by J.A. and Company, and they are in Rochester, New York. So this was made in New York. It's a USA piece. It's just an old, fun, antique piece, nice for the display. $5, letter H. H for happy, happy pie making with one of these. Somebody want to make a pie? And if you want to invite me over to share in the pie, I'll send it to you for free. Letter H, $5 for the little chopper, the chipper chopper. For the chopper. Chopper. Okay, we're going to move to a game. We have a couple of games and several toys tonight. I told you it's a very eclectic mix of things tonight. This is a game called Milborns. I am not 100% sure if you're supposed to pronounce it with some sort of an accent, but there's what it says right there, Milborns. It's a Parker, excuse me, a Parker Brothers game. The kids and I used to play this game. Well, and Carol, our family used to play this game when the kids were younger. I don't know why we stopped playing it. It's actually a very fun little game. It has all the instructions inside. There you go. And then all of the cards are in really, really good shape. They're not all dented up. They're not all brown from tons of overuse. They're in great shape. And then it comes in this little green card dispenser box thing that you play with. And it has down here score sheets, so you can keep score. And that's what it is. It is a Milborns game. And it is $10. And it is a lot more than that on eBay. Note that on the back, there's some discoloring of the box, but the box is not torn. It does have some tape on it where somebody taped it closed, probably at a thrift store many, many years ago or something like that. It's not in perfect shape, but it would be all right for display and even better for playing with your family. $10, it's letter S. Silly me for selling this Milborn game. Milborns. Anyway, that's what it is. It's this game, and it's really fun. I can vouch for that. It's letter S, $10. $10 for the little game, the card game. It's a super, super fun game, you guys.
Marina says, love that game.
Yeah, right? You remember that? Okay, the stove embroidery game. Game. This is not a game. I'll just shut up and show you. See that? This is an original package from the 70s, 1975, Golden Bee Stitcheries. And this is everything you need to make your very own piece of whatever that is. Is it embroidery? I think it's embroidery. I called it embroidery, and Carol told me I was crazy. But for sure I'm crazy, so that's no question. Anyway, if you want to take all this yarn that's right here and this fabric that's right there behind it, cruel? Yeah. Very, very cruel. Yeah. You're right. She is very cruel to me. No, you're right. It probably is cruel work. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know what it is. I know it's not cross stitch, but it's one of the other things. Anyway, it's got kind of oranges and greens and yellows. You can see it there, hopefully, through the plastic. It'll make that kind of cool old stove with a little old enamel coffee pot on it. And there it is. It's just this cool kit. It's never been opened. Why would somebody buy something like this and then never open it? I just don't understand those things. Anyway, it's $5. It's letter G, and it can be yours. Good luck making this thing with your cruel needles. Anyway, if you make this, you have to send me a picture of how it turns out, because I'm very curious, and I would love to see it done, but it is not done here. And let's be clear about this. It is undone. Letter G. I did the right letter, right? G. Okay, there it is. $5, letter G. Take her home. Okay, the wooden quail. Ah, I love this. I got this. What?
Rena's buying the game.
You're buying the game? You silly goose. Thanks for the sale. There is the wooden quail. This is that, I should have looked it up. I can never remember what this wood is called, but it's that super, super, super hard, very heavy wood. I think that people call it ironwood, but I might be just saying that and totally wrong. Anyway, it's a quail. It is fairly tall. This is one of the bigger ones. It's about 10 inches tall, almost exactly 10 inches tall. It's in really good shape. It's nice and smooth. It does not have any chips or cracks. You see that, what do you call the little feather on top of a quail's head and his little beak? They are in perfect shape, which is rare. Usually they're dinged up. This one's not dinged up. And then he's sitting on this rock, and then the rock is kind of rough. And that's how it's supposed to be. It looks rough all the way around. But the quail is smooth, and then he sits on the rough rock or log or whatever that is. Anyway, he is $10. He's letter U, and he is heavy. So if you're shipping far, far away, bear that in mind. He's heavy. We can weigh him. What's going on?
She said it's been fun.
It was good to see you, Katie. Thanks for being here. 29 ounces. So it's, it's over a pound. And there it is. It's beautiful. I love quails. Anyway, this guy's $10 and letter, did
U.
Letter U. I guess I already said that. Anyway, I'm going slow, apparently. Confusing myself. Here's a cool one. You guys, we looked these up too, and these are worth way, way, way more than what we're selling them for, but I don't care. So these are going to be $5. It's a $5 item. I'm going to show you the normal one first. They're handkerchiefs. There's two of them. Ladies' handkerchiefs. One of them is this. It just has the rose in the corner, and it's very light, thin cotton. There's the pretty pink rose and blue flowers. Oops, there it is. So that's the first one. The second one has never been used. It still has the original sticker on it, which is doing its darndest to try and come off. But it is a Burmel original, or Burmel. We never figured out how to pronounce it. Burmel. And it is this beautiful rose. So you can see how the rose is cut out and it goes beyond the edges of where you expect the end of the handkerchief to be. It's really, really beautiful. This piece is worth a lot more than $5 right here all by itself. If you're a person who collects these things, you will know that name. You will know how to pronounce it better than I do. And you will know that you want to give me the letter Y and $5 for these lovely snot rags. Okay. Here's another one that I like. Okay, I'm going to just start by saying, straight out of the gate, I really don't know how old these are. And I really do try to, in my sales, sell vintage stuff. Oh, Claudia, you are a doll. Thanks for taking those home. I don't know if these are old or not. They're called Texas wear on the back. See that? Maybe you can see that. Texas wear. And that doesn't look especially old to me. But they have an older design to them. They look older, and I really like them. So I decided to pick them up and throw them into the sale anyway. These guys are going to be $10. There's 4 of them. Because they're snot red. See? So these have the light and dark blue designs. I don't know what those are. They kind of look like knives or daggers or something. And then they've got the green stars in between. Looks very 70s to me. They are that plastic melamine type stuff. I mean, they're not melamine brand, but they are that plasticky kind of stuff. There's 4 of them, so you can use them for your picnics or whatever at home. They do have some scratches, like these, they've been used. So this one has like some, it's not really picking it up. I mean, they're not obvious and terrible, but there are scratches on there. Like it's been, somebody chopped their steak with a knife on that plate. And there's the second one, looks the same. There's the third one. It has just the spot there is a sticker that I will get off before I send that to you. This one has a little bit more obvious scratch marks on it. So one of them has pretty obvious scratch marks. But anyway, they're just $10. They're 4 full, regular size dinner plate size plastic melamine type vintage looking plates. Those are going to be letter X. They're $10. X, $10. Another one of those little big books. I told you it was all stuff that I like tonight. Sometimes I sell stuff. I pretty much always sell stuff that I like. But anyway, there you go. Oh, Claudia wants those. Carol, letter X. Claudia's taking them home. Claudia's going to have a big box to ship. I love it. This one's called the Invaders. Invaders Alien Missile Threat. It's another one of those little big books. It also is a Whitman. This is the hardcover. So this one's going to be $10. Oh, yeah? Woohoo, Texas wear. Love it. So you tell me, Claudia, maybe you know. Are they old or they just look old? I don't know. And Claudia, do understand they're not in perfect shape. They have scratches, like knife scratches on them. So this was from 1967. That's what I was looking for, is the copyright. And it is in great, great shape. The one thing is that on the back cover here, it's wanting to start to come loose from the cover. It's not, but it's just starting a little tiny rip there, and it wants to come loose. So this one has full color pictures all the way through it. Just like all the little big books, they have words on one side and a picture on the other. I swear I was not a child who just liked books with pictures, but I did like these kind of books.
She said she has her grandma's picture. So
Oh, okay. So maybe they are old. Good, awesome. Well, I'm glad they're going to somebody that'll appreciate them. 1967, hardcover, little big book, in pretty good shape. Not perfect, but good for these little big books. It's number 4. It's $10. It's the Invaders. If you look this one up real quick on eBay, you'll find it's worth more than $10. It's number 4. It is $10. There it is. Okay, we're going to do a brooch. We're bringing the brooches. I kind of toyed with the idea of doing a wood sale tonight, everything wood. And while I was toying with that idea, I pulled out this brooch. It is a wooden carved brooch of a squirrel. Is that focusing? I think it's focusing. Can you see it? Can you see it, girl? Is it clear? Anyway, there it is. It's super, super cute. It's just a little brooch, and it's wood, and it's a squirrel. And then on the back it has, look at that. There's a pin.
Yeah, you can see it.
Now, people talk about C clamps and J clamps and all the different kinds of things. I don't know what this is. I don't know what all those different things are. It's one of the ones that has the little thing that you turn, and then the pin will come out, and then you turn it, and the pin will stay in. That's what it is. It is cute. You're right, Claudia. And it is just little. I'm going to say like 1.5 inches. Yeah, exactly. 1.5 inches tall. You can't even see that. There it is. It's 1.5 inches tall. And it's a squirrel. Now, if you wanted to take your white and black paint, you could probably turn it into a skunk. But right now it's a squirrel. And it's wood. It's hand carved. And it's super cute. See his little eye? It's giving you the side eye. Excuse me. It weighs $10. And he's number 1, $10. 5 and 10, and this one happens to be 10. For number 1, $10 for the little wooden brooch. Gloves. I had to write down the stuff on this one because I don't know my women's gloves. But you guys, I wanted to put some different stuff in the sale tonight. So here you go. These would be really cute on a dresser. I don't know what to tell you. I just think that you can think of really creative, fun places to display these really cool old white gloves. They are, oh, Claudia, they are an off-white color. They're not true white, and I don't think it's just because they're old and discolored. I think they were always off-white, but I might be wrong. They are called Grand's Whisper Weight Vintage Ladies Elbow Length Off-White Cotton Gloves. If you look these up, that's what they are. And we're going to give them to you for $5. If you want them, you can have them. And surprise, there's 2. Anyway, they're like elbow length gloves. They're like a funny, kind of a cottony, stretchy, funny feeling stuff. That I'm sure is where the name Whisper Weight came from. I don't see any holes in them, but they've been worn. They're in good shape, and they're nice, and they'd be a fun display. Or I suppose if you wanted to be very fancy and wear your white gloves to a white glove affair, these might be your gloves. Might be exactly what you need and want. Those are $5, and they're number 7. I think we're going to run out of numbers and letters, so we'll have to make up words. $7. I mean, no, sorry, $5. Number 7 for the white gloves. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right. Uranium green juicer. Look at that. It's a juicer. It's a reamer. And it's a juicer. And it's a reamer. And you can make juice with it. And it glows. Look at that. It glows like the Dickens. Isn't that pretty? I kind of just love this glowy stuff. It makes me very happy. This piece is going to be $10. And it's going to be number 5. But don't put it in yet. Hold on. Hold everything. There's some things you need to know. This has chips on the bottom. And these are not flea bites. These are chips. So can you see how it has like little bumps around the bottom of it so that when you set it down, it's not like flat against the surface? That way, if you set this down and you're reaming your lemons, the juice can come out from underneath it there, right? That's why it has the bumps. But the bumps have generated some cracks and chips. So all the way along here, it's just chippity chip, 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 chirp, chiroo, right? All the way along here. So 1, 2, 3 of the bumps, just chippity chip, chip.
Claudia says she wants it anyway.
And On top of that, as if that's not bad enough, it appears that there's just the start of a little crack right there.
She's been looking for that.
But I don't know if it's a crack or if it's, I don't know exactly what it is, because it doesn't seem to go all the way through, but it is there. There is a mark here, and it's a little bit, you can feel it. So
it's a 4-cup.
It fits the 4-cup. What's the 4-cup? The 4-cup measure? Does it sit right on a 4-cup measure? I bet that's what it does. At any rate, that's what it does. And it is not in perfect shape. It is a little bit rough. I'm not going to lie. I don't often sell things that are quite as rough as this. But the fact that it is a reamer and it is uranium and I can sell it to you for only $10 makes it okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell it to you, being very, very clear about its problems. It has little chips and cracks here and there. But, you know, for display, you just set it like that for display somewhere and you would never know, right? Because then all the chips are on the bottom. Put them in the back and no one will ever know. But if you're going to use it, you're going to want to be a little careful because it is a little sharp underneath there. So, Claudia?
She has 2 other reamers and they are both chipped.
She
uses them.
Yeah, well, good. Perfect. Then you can make yourself some uranium lemonade.
But neither of them fit her measuring cup.
Oh, so this one will help you out. I love it. Awesome, Claudia. Thank you. You're taking her home. Another little doggy planter. This guy's $10. Wait, I didn't even give you a number for that one, Claudia, but that's you got it. Okay. Claudia's got it. Just move on. Claudia knows what she's doing. I don't have to know what I'm doing. Claudia knows what she's doing. Okay. This is just a small planter. Fits in the palm of my hand. It's like that size. And Carol insists that this is a poodle. And maybe it's a poodle. And maybe it's just some other pretty little dog. I don't know. I can't decide. But Carol says it's a poodle. So for tonight, it's a poodle. It has kind of a little beret, which does point towards poodle, with a little flower on it. It's all like cream white colored, and then it has gold. So hopefully that's picking up the gold. The marks on the ears, the little bow in the front, the beret and the flower, that's all gold. And then it has beautiful little black eyelashes, little black nose, and little black on its little paws. Okay? He's a little bit dirty inside, so we'll give him a good scrub and send him to you as clean as we can, but I don't guarantee he'll come totally clean. He's $10. He's sort of heavy, so I don't know the brand on this one. Yeah, it's very kitschy. Totally kitschy. Yeah. Anyway, it's a fun little piece. I like it. Oh, actually, its little mouth is gold, too. Little gold mouth. You can stick your little fake thing in there, or you can do whatever you want. Stick some cotton balls in it. I think that would be cute. This guy's $10. He's number 2. And he's going home with you. Number 2. Number 2 can go home with you. A little white doggy. Little doggy. Okay, we've got a little, this is a little one. But it's a hen on a nest. And I got something on it. It's got some dust on it. Anyway, I don't know what that is. It wasn't on there last night. So I must have been shaking dirt around here or something. Anyway, it's a little milk glass type hen on a nest. Now, I'm going to try and shine light through this because it has sort of, I don't know how to show you. It's milk glass and it has the kind of opaque, where it's thinner, you can see through it. Does that make sense? It's not like a real solid, see, there you go. You can kind of see it on the bottom here. You can see the light through that, right? See, you can kind of see through it. So it's a white milk glass, but it's a little bit see-through in places where the glass is a little thinner. It has no chips or cracks. Let me just double check that's still true because who knows with me around. Yep, that's just a little tiny bit rough there on the seam, but that's pressed glass. You know how that is. Oh, it maybe has, yeah, it does. It has like a couple of little flea bites just right through here along the bottom. You notice them when you're feeling around, but it's really pretty. It's just a It's just a $5 little milk glass chick on the nest, and it's the little one. It is about, let's see how long it is, 4¼ inches from across here at the widest part. 4¼ inches. It's $5. It's a little milk glass chick in a nest. It's not branded. I don't know who made this. I didn't look it up. But anyway, it is pretty. It's nice. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. And I gave you a number for it, right? No, sorry. It's number 8. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing here. Little milk glass number 8, $5. $5. Okay. Number 8. I added a few things on the bottom. What are the things? Oh, yeah. I got this at the auction this weekend, and I decided, well, heck, let's throw it in. And this one's $5, right? Yeah. So this is one of those electric insulators. It is a Hemingway 17. Oh, Chad wants number 8. Number 8 was the milk glass. The milk glass. Thanks, Chad. Awesome. Thank you so much. So this is a clear glass. I don't know. It has sort of a blue cast in the screen, but in real life, it's very clear. And it's just one of those insulators from the olden days that the power lines went onto. That's what it is. It's $5. And it's number 3. And if you want it, it's number 3. Inside, it's what do you call that? Threaded, because there was a wood piece that would stick. They usually attach to a tree or something, and then this screwed onto the wood piece on the tree. You probably all know that already. Anyway, this one's in good shape. It's not chipped. It's got a funny little bump there, but it's not chipped. It's a bump. And it's not cracked, and it's in good shape, and it's nice and clear, and it's pretty, and it's number 3. Right? 3. If you want it, $5, number 3. Okay. Oh! Things is falling. Yikes. This is a little World War II ration stamp book. I'm going to try and get out of the plastic here. Yeah.
Proud American this comes from.
Hey, Proud American. Welcome. Glad you're here. So this is a ration stamp book. Oh, this one's full of stamps. Most of my ration stamp books are empty, but this one is full. Well, not entirely full, but it has, let's see if I can display it. Okay, let's start at the beginning. It's a ration stamp book. It looks like that. It's from World War II. This one is dated. No, wait, these aren't dated, are they? Not dated. It came from Los Angeles, Monroe McClintock. So if you know Monroe McClintock, that was a relative of yours who's now gone because he was 40 years old in World War II. So I'm sure he's not around today. But anyway, this was his ration stamp book. So if you open it up, a couple of pages of the stamps have been torn out. But then you've got one full page of stamps, 2 full pages of stamps, and then 3 full pages of stamps, and a 4th page that's missing 3 stamps. So you've got just about 4 full pages of stamps inside this ration book. This was ration book number 3. So this was the 3rd round of rations. And it was issued in Los Angeles, California. Anyway, it's $5. And if you'd like to have it, you can give me number, what is this, number 9?
6.
Oh, number 6. It's number 6. Number 6 for the ration stamps. For $5, which is the cool thing. And then we have one more item that I don't even think I put on Carol's list. She'll have to add it. And it's this. It's one more $10 item that I got it at the auction this weekend, and I was going through all my stuff, and I decided I'm going to throw one of those games into tonight's sale. So I'm fairly certain it's worth more than $10. I honestly did not look it up, so I don't honestly know. But it's a Happy Days game. Fonzie's Real Cool Game. And it is intact. Everything is here. The board is nice and clean. It's almost like it's hardly ever been played because it doesn't even lay all the way flat. You see that? It's just so new. It's like a crisp new game. But anyway, there it is. It's the Happy Days game. That's the board. Can you hold that for a second, please? It has the instructions. That's always important. It's one of the key things I look for in games. It has to have the instructions. And then the cards are all here. There's two different kinds of cards. There's cruising cards and something to do cards, and they're all here. They seem to be in perfect shape. The only marking on them is where the rubber band was. The rubber band got old since the 70s, and it left a mark on the back of one of the cards. Not a big deal. And then it has all the money, 1s and 5s, green and yellow. And it's got all the game pieces and the dice and all of that. And then it's got this little kind of rainbow board inside the box that you use to keep score. So that is what we've got in the Happy Days game. I feel like I want to sing the Happy Days Are Here Again song, but I'm not going to. The box is not perfect, but it is very displayable. The corners are not ripped. It's not been taped. It's in good shape. The top of the box, this piece along here, is a bit discolored. So I suspect that they had it on a shelf for a long time, and this was the part that was exposed. But anyway, it's a game from the 70s. It's in perfect shape, and it's $10. And it doesn't even smell bad. So there you go. It's number 9999999. If you want to take home the Happy Days game, it's number 9, 1976. That's the year of the Happy Days game. That's probably a jukebox. Oh, yeah, sorry. The rainbow is probably not a rainbow. It's probably a jukebox. Of course, duh. Yeah, I agree, Claudia. Patrick would like the ration stamps. I'm sure he has some stuff like that. I have several of them. Some on my eBay store. I'm starting to get a few kind of funky antique kind of things on there, as well as games, and then all my normal vintage and glassware and all of that. But anyway, so I think that's it for tonight. Do we want to go back through anything? I think most of the people have been here most of the time. Mm-hmm. So if there's anything that you see on the table that you'd like to see again, holler quick, and I'm happy to show it to you. Does anybody in our audience have sales of their own coming up? Do any of you guys do live sales and you want to advertise your sale? Please jump in and do that. We would love to attend it, and I'm sure everybody here would love to attend it also. I'm also toying with this idea, and I just haven't quite sorted through how to make it work. Like, I'd like to do an online, like, instead of a live sale with me selling everything, I feel like it would be super fun to do kind of a swap meet and just let anybody in the audience, if you've got something for sale, tell us what it is, and we'll get. And I mean, you'd have to be willing to give your email address out so that you can connect with the person who wants it. But I kind of feel like that would be fun. I don't know. Give me your feedback about doing something like that. I haven't quite figured out just how it would work. The Fonz is cool. Yeah, the Fonzie's cool. Yeah, sorry, I'm finally reading the messages. Anyway, I think that would be really fun to do. I know that there's lots of people that have some stuff they'd like to sell, but they're not necessarily ready to have a live sale of their own. So providing a place for people to do that might be just kind of fun. We would need to get a fairly robust audience, I think, to be able to make that work. But anyway, we are shipping from Western Washington State, so way over here on the West Coast near Seattle, Mr. L. Page. Where are you at? I can't remember where you are.
said they had some stuff.
I got some stuff to sell. Nice. Good. Well, the other thing is I'd love to just do a sale with somebody else. So Proud American, if you want to email me and you want to do a joint live sale, I would be super open to considering that. So yeah, it would be fun. Have you... oh, you're down in Texas. Nice. What city in Texas are you in? I had a friend that moved down to Texas, so I hate Texas. It steals my friends. Anyway, that's pretty much wrapping it up for tonight. It's about 5:25 here on the West Coast, and at 6 o'clock, Joni has her sale, Vintagerous Vintage. If you do not normally go and catch Joni's sale, make sure you do that. Joni is an absolute treat. She is as sweet as they come, and she sells really different, interesting, cool things in her sales. Can you hand me that bird again? Oh, Claudia, yeah. I'm just starting my YouTube channel too, Claudia, so don't get discouraged. Jump in there, do it, put some stuff out, and it'll be what it is. Yeah, Proud American. She is a sweetheart. I just love Joni. I think the world of her. I bought this from her, which is just a little carved bird, which I just really like. I've bought several things from her, but that just happens to be right here, so I can show you. But she has different things. She doesn't just always sell the same stuff that everybody sells. And I've been trying to shake mine up so that I'm selling some different things too. Also trying to sell some things that people want. So I don't know. You'll have to give me feedback about whether we're hitting the mark or not. Nice. So anyway, thanks for being here tonight, you guys. We always appreciate you. Spread the word because we'd love to appreciate more people too. Appreciate everybody that keeps the comments coming and keeps the conversation going. It really helps us to have somebody to talk with and interact with as we do our sales. But we will be here again next Tuesday. We are trying to do Tuesday night sales this summer. We've sort of borrowed Kim's OM Vintage, Oh My Vintage, and we've borrowed her spot for the summer while she's taking time off and visiting and vacationing and stuff. Send me your P. I am Sean. Yes, that's correct, Sean. Send me your P.
Ask me.
I'm thinking about what that means before I ask, in case I don't want to ask. I know. I'm not sure what you mean by send me your P, Mr. L. Page. But anyway,
he's laughing.
My address is running along the bottom of the screen there. So if you want to email me, feel free to do that. And thanks for being here, everybody. Love you all. Thanks for making it a great day. And go out there and make tomorrow a great day too. Take care.